This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
Greetings, my friends. The AMG Pod is back. I've got my little bamboo teacup here. Chilling this evening in the rainy weather. My boy Larry, what's up, man? What's happening?
What's happening? Great teacup. Love that bamboo.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little real talk, classy style day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Put that pinky out.
The pinky out. There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be another good one, man. A little good combo. So, folks, we've teed it up. We're gonna talk about something that most of us can relate to, at least the topic, and gonna dig in. What we're talking about, Woods, everybody can relate to.
We're gonna talk about parenting. Everybody had their own styles. Mm-hmm. For us, well, for me, I got teenagers, one teenager, one young adult, right? Your situation a little different. You got teenage, young adult, and some minors.
And some minors.
You got the trifecta over there.
Yes, sir.
Trifecta. And the life, today's challenges that's thrown their way, how they dealing with it. Yep. So, this age, I'm just gonna be honest. Kids got it rough, dude.
They do.
I think they got it rough. Outside of the house, the outside influences, it's
a lot of noise.
It's a lot
of noise, man. Yeah, I can agree with that. So a friend of mine said this a while ago, to your point. He said, God didn't design us as a human being to be able to carry the weight of the world. Mm-hmm. That's not what our design wasn't intended to do that. And he breaks it down. He says, okay, think about it. If you go back some, decades ago, centuries ago, okay, prior to technology and all that, you pretty much knew what was going on in your little village, and that's about it. You knew the people in your village. You might know the next village over and the next village over, but you really didn't fool with them a whole lot because it was a haul to get there. Mm-hmm. And because your village and your family needed you for crop, for, whatever it may be, your food, taking care of the fam. It was about being with the family and being at home. It wasn't about what's going on in the village next door. And if y'all did, it was a festival, right? It was a major event once or twice a year or whatever, right? So, but now that technology has done what it's done and opened up a window to anything and everything happening in the world.
Simultaneously,
that if you are consumed by it enough, I believe it starts affecting your anxiety, your thought life, even your spiritual life, your confidence, your self-esteem, your worth, because comparison, then maybe negative thoughts or paranoia. Because it ignites worry because of all the things that are happening to people around the world in different countries and different aspects and and it's overload from the news, CNN, Fox, and Facebook, and Instagram, and all the social media platforms, and everywhere you look, and everyone's talking about it. Everybody else will talk about it at the dinner table. It's like, and now you take yourself from an adult down to a teenager, and you got to deal with this. You got to deal with all that, and then you got to deal with teenagers. Your social peer life, well, they're not that responsible, sometimes not even that respectful, more selfish even, right? And you're not mature enough, developed enough to be able to handle all that as a 15, 16, 17-year-old. Dude, I got anxiety just breaking all that down.
Yeah, you gave me anxiety just listening to it. And where's the balance at? The balance is supposed to be in the house, right? But as a parent, what are we supposed to do? From this standpoint,
right, we
can shield them for as long and as much as we can, but eventually they got to go outside these walls and experience it. Right. So they have to be equipped to deal with those experiences in a positive way.
Yeah. So that's a sticky one. So, okay. You said shielding,
protect,
equipping, preparing, right? That looks different from most parents.
Well, yeah. You go to the airport.
Oh God. Oh God. Excuse me, I got a cold, so I might be coughing a little bit. I'm use as much as I can.
My most recent memory, go to the airport.
Man.
You see them all. You see all levels, actually.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And it was interesting for that protect part. Okay. So we real talk, hard in the paint. Here we go.
This is why we're here.
So my daughters, older two, were definitely shielded from a lot of craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Thank the Lord for that. Right. Their mother and I definitely, kept them away from a lot of different things. She was, she did that. But I tried to prepare them as well, though. Yeah. I think that, in my opinion only, is there's a shield and prepare dynamic that goes together. I don't think it's just shield, and shield without any preparing. Because then you have a 17, 18-year-old who's been shielded and is not aware of certain things, maybe hearsay, but they haven't heard it from the people that they, feel the safest with and they love the most, their parents.
Mm-hmm.
They've heard hearsay from little ignorant, immature friends, little pieces here and there, and they don't even know how to compute what's going on.
Right.
And they're telling our kids about it. So you got this unprepared child who's got these tidbits of immaturity seeping into them. Now they're in the real world. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to discern. They don't know how to dissect. They don't know how to recognize. They don't know how to make sense of. They don't know what's slick. They don't know what's not. They don't know if somebody is doing that. You know what I'm saying? So one of two things can happen. That child can either be a recluse and get scared and intimidated by it and really kind of go into a shell because they're scared of everything and paranoid of everything because I don't know what this is and da-da-da-da. Or the worst can happen is they go buck wild.
Lean into it.
They lean into it and they're like, wait a second, man. This is what Pop's been keeping me from this whole, man, I'm about to get it.
Right.
Because, dude, I saw that in college. If anybody who went to school, think about how many people started welcome week with you freshman year that didn't come back in January after winter break. That didn't come back the second year. Yeah. How many girls got pregnant that first year? Mm-hmm. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people took care of their business and because maybe they were more prepared to view and see and discern and how to navigate through some of the nonsense.
Yep.
But then some, so they had to submit to it. They didn't have to submit to it. They basically were just taken over by it. Curiosity
is a big one.
Rebellion.
Mm-mm.
Those two right there is dangerous.
Yeah, that's a potent formula for disaster.
What you said.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a balance, man. Like my girls, I did the best I could to shelter to a point, but I also wanted to expose them to things in a controlled manner.
Yep.
I was in control of it. I didn't say, hey, go out there and let me know what you come back with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was like, hey, I'm going to take you and I'm going to show you and I'm going to hold your hand. Well, my other hand's going to be talking about it, pointing, helping you. What is that? You know what that is? Da-da-da. Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. All right. We got enough. Take your mental notes. All right, let's go. Let's debrief. My exposure was that kind of stuff to walk them through. That's how it was done for me.
Yeah. I firmly believe God had me go through the things that I have to give, the knowledge and to help my kids navigate. Or any kid who has questions about things.
Right.
He definitely wanted me to experience a lot before I start having kids.
Man, to prepare them.
And I thank God that I did because we have they're at the age now where I'm having real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The cookies are brought all the way down where they can reach them.
Yep. Oh yeah.
There ain't no more filter. You about to enter real life, so you gonna get it, raw and uncut.
Yep. 1,000%. And that's where, I know some people are like, no, you got to protect it from all that,
And I just saw some fruit of that coming back from vacation.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
My daughter was like, no, we don't do that. And
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, when it comes to, dudes trying to be dudes, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We all been 19, 20 once.
Yep.
My daughter's like, no.
Right.
No, that's not happening.
Because someone prepared her. Prepared her, help her recognize things. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, bro. Like a young teenager being blindsided. Think about it, dude. You free from the house. Now, depending on the family dynamic, you're free from your parents, depending on the dynamic. Okay. Some people wouldn't say it would be free. It'd be more like, I'm just leaving my parents home. Everything was awesome, but it's time to move on. And some kids would be like, no, I'm free. Right. Just depends on the dynamic. So you got that teenager, they're free. They don't have hardly any social accountability because everyone is new to them. Mm-hmm. So they can actually create, in a way, a new person.
Correct.
They can a new version of them that no one can compare an A/B and tell them that they're not acting right. Then you put the whole DNA and hormone thing in the picture.
Oh my goodness.
Now you got all these changes going on, boys and girls, right? They got some freedom. Oh, that's right. They got some temptation. They got some comparison. They got social media. They got even all the other stuff they're seeing walking around campus. Then you got all that stuff going on. You got lack of discernment. Mm-hmm. You got freshmen who just got out of the house. They freshmen, welcome week. You got Tyrone and Sammy up there. They're juniors and seniors, and they don't have a little practice. Mm-hmm. Got a little practice. They got their game up a little bit. But, little Tasha, freshman, she don't know how to compute all this.
Right.
She don't know how to make sense of it. They just cool. And they smell good, got nice cologne, and they good, whatever. They seem popular, and they nice, and they smile to me. Uh-oh. So how do you combat that as a parent, man? Like,
you got to get ahead of it. If you're paying attention, if you are paying attention, you got to get ahead of it. And if you care enough about them, you have to get ahead of them.
Dude,
or if not, the formula you just spilled out, dude, that is a disaster waiting to happen.
Bro,
that's almost weaponizing.
Yeah, of course. So sorry, I'm coughing and crap. Did you hear me when I coughed?
I did. You didn't mute, but that's all right. We good.
I think I got the wrong mic.
We still hard in the paint.
I think I got the wrong mic on. That's why. My bad, guys. All right. Well, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I don't know how to change at this point. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, it's the wrong microphone. Hold on. I got it. All right. Cool. That should be tighter.
There you go. Sounds different. Sounds better.
Yeah. That should be tighter. My bad. So, anywho. I thought I was muting the whole time, coughing in everybody's face. Man. So, yeah, I totally get that, man. As parenting is concerned, I think because of the season we're in with, you got two older, and I got two older. The younger ones, formative years, that's where they are, and all that good stuff. And then we're going to talk about that shortly, as far as some of the things I've experienced, especially as of late. But the older ones, though, man, it's dynamic. The teenage boys and girls and everything we discussed. I personally believe if you are preparing a young person for the world of war, what war? Spiritual war.
Number one, spiritual war.
And then the mental war. How the world really is. When you go out in the world, not everybody's going to be hearting your life and, sending thumbs ups and all this stuff. No, it could be nasty, man. And you got to prepare them for the reality that not everybody loves you. Okay. Now, as much as we want to think so, they don't. Not saying you got to be nasty to people, but just understand it's like you got to know where to set levels and bars and expectations.
Yep.
Right. And relationships are earned. Right. And so, but you can't get so bought up into what people think of you, whether they like you or not, all that kind of stuff. Because, man, your feelings and emotions going to be on a roller coaster 24/7. So, but in this particular generation that we're raising, it's like the skin of our children and a lot of kids, don't say yours or mine in particular, but this generation, it's like, you ever see how thin the top layer of a human skin is? You know, when you scrape yourself and that little thin piece rolls off, that's literally their feelings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but you know why? Because
Absolutely.
they've been divulging into outside resources, right? How we like to call highlight reels.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Everybody's for me, nobody's against me.
Yep. 100%.
Right. So they live in this bubble. They create this ecosystem for themselves.
Yep. 100%.
What, going to school every day, right? This is the ecosystem they created. And all the other kids are in the same ecosystem, looking at the same nonsense.
Yeah. And it projects this false reality.
And here's the thing. Yes, at home, we do what we do, right? We ground them, meaning we put both feet on the ground. We make sure they got both feet on the ground and give them the truth.
Yep.
Right. How things are going to be. And it's your, is your option to make things better, make your surroundings better. You got to be specific about who you let in your life and who you don't. Right. This impacts you at the time that you let them in until the time they are gone.
Yep.
It could impact decision making for you. Right. Big decisions. So you got to be careful about who you let in.
Man, speaking about who you let in, not just as a kid, but I think as a parent, who you let in your house when it comes to the parents, the friends of the parents, and their children. We've had some families, and I have no shame in saying this. We've had some families, as to quite a few, over the last X amount of months that have come through. The people they're great folks, man. The parents. I'm gonna be very clear about it. The parents are great. Their parenting style is different than ours.
Okay.
That's where things kind of get separate. The kids are a reflection of that difference in parenting styles. So you have their kids have a certain playbook. Then you've got my kids with a certain playbook. They're all in that, that 3 to 7 year old range.
Okay.
2 different parenting, playbooks going on here in my house. And I'm watching this play out. It gives me anxiety, man, because I know any given moment I'm gonna either want to yank up one of their kids, which, in truth be told, I had to. We're doing real talk. I actually had to yank one of them off the other day, because little man, cutting his little pizza with a steak knife.
Oh,
hold on, sitting next to my sweet Valentina. And they've been drawing together at the table. So they kind of close because they've been drawing and playing tic-tac-toe. So their distance is close, the kids, they're real. So now he got this knife doing all this, and she right there.
Oh no.
Hey man, put the knife down.
Who gave him a knife?
That's a parenting problem number 2. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
So we got this knife waving in front of my baby's face. And I'm like, hey man. And so I'm sitting across from them, directly across from them. Hey man, put the knife down. Doesn't look at me. It's my knife. I'm cutting my pizza.
Oh.
Hey man, put the knife down. Little man. I'm not doing anything. Dude, he didn't get anything out of his mouth. The whole word didn't come out. I'm up, straight up, grabbed his wrist. Yanked his hand and took the knife out with the other. I said, give me that knife, man. Now, if you want a different type of utensil to help you, first of all, it's already cut, little man. You're good. You're good. It's already cut. You're fine. You just eat your pizza. He loses it. He starts crying.
Oh, my God.
I'm not joking. Within 5 seconds, he went back to normal. He cried for 5 seconds straight, making a scene. The people that brought him looking at me, and I'm looking at them. You better not say nothing to me, because you should have been doing that. And I'm not gonna sit there and let your little, say what it is. I want to say a word, but I ain't gonna say it. You gonna let my man cut my baby girl's face because he just sitting there, he did with a knife in his hand. Nah, man. So, and it's like, before that, we were at the house. Check this out. As soon as he walks in the house, this dude is sprinting around the crib, bro. Sprinting.
In the house?
In the house, around all the people. He running football drills through the crib and runs upstairs when nobody invited him. Our kids are downstairs. He just ran up.
How old is this child?
7.
Oh, that's a problem.
So I have an issue with, now the parents, I'm cool with. They're great people. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all lacking some parenting brain cells, obviously.
They are disconnected.
Something's going on. How do you not see little man doing all this? And y'all just like, he wild, man.
And for those out there who think that's normal and that's okay, y'all disconnected too. It's like, this boy never been in our house. First time seeing this little man, and I try to, I talked to him later after the knife thing, and I talked to him and I said, hey man, you're better than that. I try to speak some life into him, because I could tell there's not much of, I say it's kind of harsh to say, but not much of a father figure thing going on there. Yeah.
Even though there was a male in the room. You feel me?
Yeah. 1000%. Yes.
So that challenge, man, of different parenting styles being in the house, and my little man watching this.
They could have caught, running through the house, he could fall, hurt himself, have a life-lasting injury because he fell in your house.
Yep.
And that's your fault.
Dude, it's got me thinking about all kind of stuff now.
I already know.
Like, I'm sitting here like, hold on a second. If you got kids under 10, you can't come. I'm almost at that point. We'll meet you at the park. We'll meet you at the park. Mm-hmm. But then it's also, but even more fine-tuning it more than that, it's got me thinking, not just meet you at a park. It's like, I don't want my kids around yours.
Right.
So I'm not going to meet you at the park either.
Influences. Yep.
I'm not going to meet you at the house, your house, my house, somebody else's house, a cookout, a park, or nothing. I will see, hey man, me and you can go grab dinner, hang out, we do some dude stuff. Maybe we do a couple thing, kind of, whatever. But the kid, nah, we ain't, the little bitty, nope, ain't happening. Mm-mm.
We ain't never had them issues because we ain't never had no family come over.
Well, I'm not talking about family. Like, this is
just a couple.
Oh, couples, yeah, couples and stuff. We ain't
had no couples come over since moving here. We had no couples. We've had them come over, right, to drop a kid off, to spend the day, right. We've had that, but they don't even come back like to hang out or anything. So Mary's got this. My wife has this cross at the front door that a nun gave her from way back in the day. Yeah. And I'm a firm believer that cross keeps people from coming back if you ain't right.
Oh man, I believe that.
I mean, it's right at the front door. That spirit is arrested at the foyer.
I love it, man. I love it.
We don't have problems with the kids that used to come over. We don't have a problem out of their kids. Right? We don't have none of them problems. They go home. They was like, hey, we're gonna have to get together, have dinner. Never happens.
Yeah, we've had in the last few months, we've had two circumstances like that. And it's really got us thinking like on making some hard rules. And it's not because of kids can be wild and me and my wife. It's more about what my kids are exposed to. And I'm letting this mess in the house. So my kids like, oh, well, dude, here's how crazy it was. You know how infectious ignorance is?
Oh, well, go outside.
Bro, little man walks in and starts running around the house. And within 3 to 5 seconds, guess who else started running around the house?
Your kids running. Yeah. They think it's okay. That's fun.
But they were a little paranoid, though. They were a little paranoid because they were like running, like looking back, like, yeah, what's mommy and daddy thinking? Are they, yeah, but they were like kind of running around unsure because something was telling them this. I'm not supposed to be doing. So my point is, well, that's that situation or the other ones that we've had, dude. This got me and Selena like, look, bro, we about to put some barbed wire around this crib. Something like,
got to do it.
It's stupid.
Got to do it.
It's because of these different parenting styles.
Oh, let me take it a little further. My daughter had a Bible study group.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, after about two weeks of going, I started checking in on, okay, so what y'all discussing, where y'all at, right? Yep. Who's all there, how many people there, right? And then it was, well, where you meeting at now? Because you ain't meeting over so-and-so's house anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just going to meet at the Starbucks. I was like, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. So then I started digging deeper, like who said what and when and what did they say about it? And once I started digging deeper, it was like, no, you're not going anymore.
How you gonna
let's find another one because y'all just getting together to be talking.
Right.
Y'all, what's the goal? You're supposed to be around like-minded people with the heart of God, talking about getting better as teenagers, right? Going into the next chapter of your life in the college, right? Making sure you are spiritually grounded with like-minded people.
Over lattes.
But now y'all end up, y'all heart starts out great, but then you end up going, what happened in Mr. So-and-so's class today? We're not doing that.
No. See?
We're not doing that. And you may not be the one who's starting it, but you smarter than that not to be around that gossip. We ain't doing that.
What's also being the one to, and I know you teach your kids to do this. It's when things in a friend group start going a little, I want to say sideways, but they start veering. Right? Sideways is more extreme. Mm-hmm. Where some, like I think adults do it too, where we just drift. Right. And for your kids or mine to, we want them to have that discernment and that vision to be able to recognize that and bring it up to their friend group and be the leader in that friend group and say, hey, you know what? Let's have a conversation about where we meet. What do you guys think about blah, blah, blah? Be the one to be different and to say, let's get this back on track. Mm-hmm. Because Starbucks is not a place where you go literally try to like dive in and learn. It's hard to even study math.
Correct.
At doggone Starbucks, let alone get in the word.
Right. All that coffee grinding and calling folks' order and it's way too many distractions.
Visual distractions.
Yeah.
You got the lady with the terrible perfume walking by you, standing waiting on her latte. Tearing everybody's noses up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all kind of mess going on over there.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that ended. And she ended up getting with a group at college that they do it online.
Okay, see?
Right.
Yeah, nice controlled environment.
There
we go. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's so crazy, man, just to, where I'm at now with the olders and the youngers and how it's different because now I'm actually able to see the seeds that were planted actually harvest now, and play out and show the fruit in situations that the girls are navigating. And at the very least, maybe they don't know how to navigate it fully, but they recognize it. Mm. And if anything, that's a W to me.
Yes.
That's a W. Like, okay, cool. So you may not know what to do, but you know how to recognize it. So, okay, cool. And it's not right. So Now let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's fine tune. Let's really dive into this thing. So it's really interesting. Like just, then we go down to the little bitties, right? And having those types of things. So go ahead, man.
So I've been talking about my daughter this whole time. My son, he's 20 now. So he's in the real world, college, and all he's thinking about now is making money.
There you go.
Yep. Right. So he's had I wouldn't say a rocky road. He's had some interesting life choices he's made.
Yep.
That got him, this guy, I told you he wasn't your friend. Now he's not your friend. That type of stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
yeah. Right. Yeah, you was right, Dad. So now that's all I'm getting now.
You're right, Dad.
He's got to go through it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's his mentality. He wants to go through it.
Right.
But he's starting to recognize the game that I told him a long time ago. So he's starting to see it and discern it.
Well, yeah. And that's, as a father, that's pretty cool, man.
It is. I don't want him to go through none of it because as parents, we don't
want it to.
Especially the stuff anything that we've been through. We
don't want them to go through the same thing.
Do something new.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a different lighter PG version or G version or something.
Right.
If mine was R, then maybe you can just watch the Cliff Notes or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't want you to go through the same thing I went through.
Right. So luckily that's what's happening. He's coming, new decision, questionable, but then figuring it out like, nah, I was told that a long time ago. That doesn't look right. So he'll call and run it by us. And I love that about him.
Yeah.
He's at the point now where he's not questioning his own decision, but he's actually looking for wisdom so he don't make any more wrong decisions.
And boy, that right there is one thing that's so underrated, especially with the younger generation.
It is
seeking wisdom. One thing that instinctively, like my little man's this way. My uncle's been here, and little man is underneath him all the time. And it's really cool, man. I was walking into the foyer, and I saw them sitting at the counter, and I was watching him sit next to my uncle, and I'm like, man, he's 3 and he's 80. Wow. It was just yesterday I saw it, and I sat in the foyer, just watched the pouring in of 80 years, 8 decades into a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's really cool. And my little man has always been about hanging around older dudes. He likes older kids. He likes hanging around the OGs. I was the same way. I was always the youngest in my crew. I wanted to hang around, I wanted to sit with with Jim and Pop and Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to sit with them,
because they got good stories.
They got good stories. And to me, kids were stupid in my mind. Like they were too, in my mind at the time, yes, I was a child and all that kind of stuff, but they were childish.
Got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least in my little brain at the time, I was like, hey, I ain't doing that, but I always sought wisdom. So that was key what you just said. Is like, now that your son is looking at, all right, I need some wisdom. And he's seeing the power of it.
He's seeing the power of it. Yes.
He's seeing the power of the wisdom. And that right there, man, is one of the golden tickets that I know you and I treasure to give to our kids. It teaches them how to process and how to think. I talk to my kids about that all the time. It's like one of my main responsibilities is to teach you how to think and make decisions.
Dude, that critical thinking is
invaluable. Yes, I know too many adults that are absolutely retarded and they can't make a decision. And they can't make a decision to save their life, man. And you 41, you 53, you 60, like, and you can't. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, so how to critically think and make decisions and discern. I'm not saying you don't get it right all the time, but have a process and a strategy that is proven, and learn how to pivot.
Invaluable.
Absolutely.
Especially with this minefield today that kids got to go through.
Oh my gosh.
It is a minefield.
It's crazy. It's like,
you've mentioned something in the beginning about
how's that?
Villages.
Oh yeah.
And how the next village was so far away. And how everybody was just concerned about what's going on right there in front of them. Families were more closer. Everybody actually was on the same page. Even the next generation down knew exactly what they had to do.
Yep.
Exactly. What happened to those times?
Well,
there's way too many distractions now. Way too many.
This is a whole nother podcast, but I'm gonna tee it up for the next one.
All right, come on with it.
I think there's a lot of elements to that, in my personal opinion. My wife and I have talked about this quite a bit. I grew up around my family, 3 sides, all day, every day, every week, all the time. She didn't have that luxury. So we come from 2 completely different planets when it comes to the village.
Got it.
I had villages, plural. She had 0. Her village was whatever was outside. That's it. So, and we've gone through that rabbit hole of how has it become now such a non-village society in America, at least, or in westernized culture.
Got you.
Well, I think a big part of it is that the family unit is gone. Well, that'd be, you have kind of go there politically, but feminism, along with men in households, along with got to get after everybody, men and women. Got to go get that job in LA and you live in North Carolina. Go get that job in Seattle and you live in Alabama. So what's happening is it's a goal to leave.
Got it.
It's not a goal to stay. It's a goal to leave. You did something. When you graduate and you go to that college, whether it be up the street or at some point, whether it be college or after college, you did it. If you moved away, it became a badge of honor. To get away, which is really ridiculous, because that was the thing. And I would see friends and others that stayed close by. They wouldn't get as many high fives as the person who dipped out.
Interesting.
So it became this thing. So what's happening is it's just fraying at the end, the family unit in this village. What village? You got a whole generation of cousins that dipped out. And now those cousins have kids, and those cousins don't even know each other.
Don't even know each other.
I can say about my own family, me and my kids do not know my cousin Lance and Lloyd's kids. Don't even know them. They don't know us.
We got that same problem here. Yep.
I left. They were never, they always lived away. So there's that. But even if you look at cousins that where, my brother, he's got a daughter. My daughters have been around my niece once. Now I'm not saying it's me and David's fault if anybody, you know what I mean? I'll take ownership, but you get what I'm saying. The whole point is it's this life of go.
Yeah.
So there is no village. So what's happening is people are creating villages within friends and friend groups and their local community, and wherever they land, they create a village there and no one's related.
It's really unsustainable.
I agree with that.
Because at the end of the day, family is still family.
And family is all you got at the end of the day. My mother says it all the time.
You can't create that loyalty atmosphere by having just friends, even good friends.
And not to say family's foolproof now.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
Family is the way. It's right. To a point, and depends on the dynamic of the people.
Yes,
because they're still humans. But you do have a valid point, though,
because you create this new ecosystem on the other side of the country. You find yourself still calling back home.
Sure do. Let all hell break loose. You ain't calling locally. You calling collect.
Yep. Yeah. Even if it's just to hear some family voices. That's it.
Yeah. Man, well, you open the can for the next one. So we're gonna hit some of this stuff next week, man. So
okay.
This is good. All right, man. Well, let's call it a wrap. We got 40 minutes in hot. We're gonna wrap this up. A Real Talk with AMG Podcast. Apologize for all the coughing and hacking, but we got to keep the party moving and commit to putting these things out, regardless if Mondo's about to cough up a lung.
Yeah, we're gonna give him some honey. We're gonna give him some honey and some tea. We're gonna get him right for the next one.
I'm telling you, man, please send it fast. Good stuff. With that said, we see you guys on the next AMG pod. Y'all have a good one.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.